Hi YouTube. Short video here. A little project I made, again with my obsession with pallets. Last night it was bitterly cold here. Not much to do outside. My kids were staring at the television. I couldn't take it anymore. So I went out in the garage and decided to whip something up. This project here, this little box, I don't know what you'd call it, got a little handle that I made from an old mop handle. The base was a piece of scrap pine from some shelving I built earlier. And the sides are, I'm guessing, half-inch. They're half-inch. I'm not entirely sure what kind of wood it is. I don't think it's pine. At first I thought it might be red cedar. And anyway, they came from a pallet that I cut up last summer. And I was going to use them just to burn in bonfires, that sort of thing. And I realized that it was really interesting wood. It's very, very rough hewn and has quite a nice texture to it. And I thought I wanted to just take a crack at something really rustic. So what I did was I cut this base, cut the two end pieces, and using brads, half-inch or three-quarter-inch brads, can't recall, glued it, and using the brads attached it to the ends. Cut the two sides to take into account the half-inch on each one of these. Same thing, glue, brads across the bottom and a couple up each side. Made these side end posts, whatever you want to call them, out of another piece of this. And to make it a little more decorative, I just cut it 45 degrees on each side there. And again, glue and brads to attach it to the side of the box. And using a spade bit, I cut a hole, turned it to be slightly wider in diameter than the piece of broom that I cut for it, and a single brad down through the top on each side to attach it. Let it sit overnight. It is solid as a rock. I'm really impressed with how well it turned out. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. No, the only thing I had to do that was out of the ordinary was the brads turned out to be slightly more than an inch. So just now I realized I had a set of these little pliers, nibbler pliers, whatever you want to call them, and I just popped the ends off there. It's a pretty rustic. It's not something, my wife, her decor goes to Victorian. It's not something that really completely suits her style. That being said, I may use it for a planter or something like that to put small plants in and put it out on our deck this summer, something along that line. The project, as I said, was pretty inexpensive. All the wood was scrap, and a few cents worth of brads and a few cents worth of glue, and that was it. Anyway, it was my first crack at something like that, so it was more or less kill a little time rather than stare at the TV, and that's what I got for an end result. Somewhat happy with it. It's kind of cute, and as I said, really happy with how solid it turned out. Having the right tools always helps. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks.